In this video, I'm going to show you how to change the door pins on this 1999 Chevy Silverado Z71. As you can see, this door sags worse than my baby's diaper. So we'll get those hinges replaced. Should tighten that door right up. Taking the door off to get to the pins is a really simple process. You've got this bolt here, one right here, and one down here on the lower hinge. There are 2 pins per hinge, and you got this electrical boot here we're going to take off. That supplies the wiring harness to the door for the power controls. We're going to need to pull this panel off underneath here to get to the wiring harness. The pin kit that I bought is a Dorman kit, 38453. This actually has the threads and nuts on them. There are some that are sold that only have C-clips. Okay, to get started, you got to take the rocker panel trim off. Just pops off. Get your kick plate trim. Pull that off. Then you're going to have to probably push in your emergency brake pedal to be able to reach this wiring harness right here. Unplug it. Just push these tabs down. Pull forward on the blue thing. Pops right out. Then this bad boy right here comes out of this spot on your fuse panel. Snake it down. Take your boot off. These little tabs are kind of a pain, but you got to push these from the inside. Get a finger in there. Push one tab, rotate it, push the other tab, pops right out. 3 bolts. Right here, and right here, and this door's coming off. Okay, I've got the 3 bolts out. I'm ready to lift the door. Pull the wiring harness. I'm ready to lift the door and move it. Now these pins are original equipment. You can see this underneath here. I'm going to need to grind that off. Now I've got my grinder. I'm going to grind this bottom pin off. Okay, now I've got the bottom part of this pin right here ground down. I'm going to try to pop it out with a ball peen and a punch. Huh. The bottom one came out, I wasn't even hitting on it. So that one's good. Now, keep working on the top one. I got the pins out. See the old bushing here. Pretty nasty. Worn out bad. Put a new one in here on the bottom side. You can see that. Took quite a bit of effort to get that top pin out. Used a grinder and got down to bare metal on that. I'm going to have to paint that. Got some green spray paint. But it's out finally, both sides. Now it's just a matter of reversing the process, putting the new pins, new bushings. So I'm taking my bracket, and as I look at the pins here, trying to figure out which one goes on top. This ribbed part of the bolt here is what needs to go into the moving bracket, this rolling bracket. So as you slide this one down, you can see that the teeth will be able to catch right there. So that one goes. Teeth are higher on this one, so that means that it'll fit into the rolling bracket there, rotating back. Washer on the bottom, nut, tighten those down and you're good to go. Button everything back up, just kind of rerouted the wiring, put the panels back together, plugged everything back up. Door was heavy, needed my father-in-law to help me set it. I tried doing it myself and dropped it a couple times and thought better of that. So, alright, here it is. no sag, nice tight fluid movement. Alright, it's been 2 weeks since I replaced the door pins on this driver's side door. I'm going to go ahead and replace the pins on the other side for a couple of reasons. One, I want the door to shut tighter, but two, when I'm at speed on the highway, I get noise coming in from the wind, and it's so loud in the cabin that you have to really raise your voice to talk to somebody. I noticed that when I fixed these door pins, the wind noise stopped on this door, so I'm going to do it for that door as well. And two, I've been getting just a little bit of water on the inside of my door panel, and it hasn't rained significantly since I've changed it, but I'm hoping that that's going to be remedied as well. As I drive my truck down our mud road that I live on, when I hit the bumps I hear a significant rattle on this side of the truck, and I assumed it had to do with the hinges on the door. You see there is some slack in the door, but upon closer inspection I can see that the problem really lies in the extended cab door. I believe the latches are wearing out on this, and it doesn't really shut very tight. You can see I can pull on that, but if I push hard on the spots where the latches are, I can get it to shut pretty tight and get rid of that rattle. So there, it's snug now. The only thing is I had to slam it like the Incredible Hulk to get it to shut properly. So that'll probably be a project for some other time. But we'll go ahead and get started on this again. Okay, I got my side panels off, rocker panel and the kick plate panel. This wiring harness is identical to the one on the other side. Coming up through here, you got these two wiring harnesses now. Just put your thumb on this bottom tab here, pulls right out. This black one and the white one. You got this gray thing here that's attached to the frame of the box there, so that needs to come out, and then just snake that all throughout the door here. 3 bolts like the other side come out, and then the door comes off. Okay, I've got the bolts out and the wiring harness pulled through. Little tip, didn't do this the first time and it nearly killed me, is to roll your window down. Okay, I'm ready to grind the pins out, the bottom part of the pin. I put this sheet up because I'm going to be sending sparks right into the cabin, so I want to keep the sparks from catching anything on fire. Okay, once again, installation is pretty simple. The long part of the rotating bracket needs to face the truck here on this back side. Slide it in, got the new bushings in. The teeth are what needs to catch on the rotating bracket, so it'll bite right there on the rotating part. Got your washer and your nut. Tighten them down and we're good to go. Okay, I'm all finished, got the pins replaced, everything put back together. As you can see, there's no sag in the door, so the pins are doing their job. That's shut tight, the door pin's being replaced. There shouldn't be any rattle on this bumpy, muddy road that I live on. And the wind noise should be gone, hopefully. There definitely is gone on my driver's side. I'm hoping that the water doesn't come in. Not a whole lot of water's been coming in, but just enough to be annoying. What do I think about the project? Well, it wasn't that hard to do. The hardest part, I feel, was knocking the pins out after you ground off the bottom part. That took a lot of time. And I was fearful that I would bust the weld if I hit too hard on the hinge bracket. Thankfully that didn't happen. This truck is a 1999, it's got almost 220,000 miles on it. It's my daily driver though. So when you think about how much money I spent on these Dorman kits, the 38453, they're $20 a piece. Add in tax and you're pushing $90 for 4 of these to do the whole job. 90 bucks seems like an awful lot for just bolts and nuts and washers, but when you think about how it's going to save the wear and tear on your latches, keep the wind noise out and the rattles and that type of thing, it seems well worth the $90 with it being my daily driver. So hopefully this video was helpful. Best of luck to you in your project, and God bless.